You may already be experiencing getting phone calls and people requesting for a cancellation, to cancel a meeting with you, or for a business or service you have to cancel it, or to cancel their policy if it's for insurance or some kind of financial service. Or maybe you're wondering, will there be a time, either tomorrow or next week or the week after or a month from now, where you're going to start getting those calls? And there are things you can do. This is a new module in my program, and there's things you can do and there's things you don't want to do. So first off, you don't want them to feel guilty. You don't want to get defensive by saying, no, you don't want to cancel. And then go into the features and benefits where you're back into selling. It's because of this, it's all the great features, the benefits you're going to get, or making them feel guilty if it's, say, insurance, of saying something like, well, if you cancel, what if something happens to you or your family or someone that's in the policy? That's back to being defensive or building guilt, which when you do that, very few people will take action and not cancel. This is based on neuroscience. Most people, it'll build up their fear and anxiety. And from that, either fight, flight, or freeze. They'll fight back to you. Their flight, meaning they'll cancel it, or they won't call you back, they'll just cancel. Or sometimes they'll freeze. And some people, very few, will take action. So you don't want to come across needy, fearful, or defensive. You want to have languaging so that when you get a call or an email like that, you're prepared. Again, if it's happening now, or a week or 2 weeks or a month from now, you're talking to them or having a conversation with them that gives them a different experience of what they can feel about your service. And if it's also they're going to cancel a meeting with you, whatever service you are, if it's insurance, financial, a real estate agent, or any business service, if they say, no, I'm going to wait, or let me think about it, right now is not the right time for me to buy or sell my home if it's real estate, or I don't know, right now, I don't know if it's the right time for me to have a policy. So the language you use will impact the conversation. And you don't want to go into features and benefits, or don't want to make them feel guilty. You want to be prepared so that you protect them to take the right action, and also to protect your own revenue, your money, your income. Because if it's a policy they're going to cancel, that you put a lot of work and effort and skill to help them. And you want to maintain them being protected, but also you want to protect your revenue that's coming in for the policy or for the potential home or business service that you develop or are helping them with. So there are two techniques that are in this module. And these are techniques that I've worked with now with clients that I'm coaching, but also in the past I've covered with my workshops and clients that I've coached. And one technique is what I call future change language. And it's a specific type of language pattern that gives people a different experience about what they have, so they don't make change. So they feel good about what they have, or they feel good about meeting with you. And there's also the second technique is on actually bonding them, making them feel compelled to meet with you. So those are two key elements. One is to eliminate that mindset of canceling. And ideally what you want to do is with this language pattern, or both of these techniques, is to use them beforehand, to inoculate, to send them out as an email or a phone call, so that you are then giving them a different experience so they don't call you. You are inoculating by giving them a certain conversation where they say, okay, I was thinking about canceling, but now I'm not. You want them to feel good, and you don't want to get that phone call. So ideally, do this beforehand, before it happens. Because right now, you might be getting a surge of new clients, but it could be another surge, if it's not happening, potentially happening, of people dropping out and canceling. So you want to be prepared so that you don't get that negative surge. You want to be poised and confident in those conversations and sleep peacefully at night, so that you know what's going on and what to do, and be prepared. So when you have that conversation, you handle it with grace, confidence, and certainty.